Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Benefit cuts come into force today, which, say campaigners, will push almost 250,000 children into poverty. It's left some already struggling on low income, saying that they stand to lose thousands of pounds a year. Here's Dana Magni.
Beep, beep. Yesterday, the Morgans went for their first scan. A third baby on the way. Brother or sister to Amelia and Chloe. But they'll have less money for this new baby. Now the government's limited child tax credits for low-income families to just 2 children. Natasha works 10 hours a week in Argos. Michael does shifts in McDonald's. And he's also studying computer sciences through the Open University, hoping to get a better paid job in IT further down the line. They say they would have had another child in any case, but the cuts will make it harder.
We want a boy to carry on the family name. But now these cuts have been put in, it's going to deter us from, if we have another girl, it's going to deter us from trying again.
Many people will say, don't have another kid unless you can pay for it yourself. Yeah, what do you say to them?
I agree to a degree, but I also come from a poor background myself. And it's difficult, it's very difficult, but it's worth it.
The family gets just over £500 each month in child tax credits. That includes a family element payment for the first child, adding up to £545 a year, scrapped for new parents from today. Each child's tax credits come to £2,780 a year, money the Morgans won't have for their third.
We've seen the biggest ever increase in the minimum wage recently. The poorest 20% in society last year got a 6% increase as a result. The tax-free threshold has gone from £6,000 to £12,000. That puts an extra £1,200 a year in the pockets of every single working person in this country. And of course the third thing is just getting people back into work, and we now have record employment in this country. Unemployment is at a 12-year low. The way you combat poverty isn't through handouts, isn't through state dependency, it's through helping people into well-paid, decent jobs, and that's what the government is trying to do.
There are exceptions to the 2-child limit for multiple births, for rape. But placing the equivalent of a tax code on rape victims and their children is problematic, to say the least. Just as controversial, changes to bereavement benefits, limiting them to a one-off amount to cover immediate costs, plus another 18 months' worth of instalments. That's down from a maximum of 20 years' worth of payments to support bereaved children, though the initial lump sum is more. Ben Brooks Dutton's wife, Desreen, was killed 4 years ago, knocked down by a car when they were out on a family walk. Their son Jackson was just 2 years old.
When she first died, he couldn't even really talk. So how could he process this in his mind? And I think this is the thing, you know, with the changes that are happening today, or that have happened today. And it's just baffling to me, because I think 4.5 years on, it's still a real struggle for me to understand what his needs are and how to fulfill those needs as well.
The logic behind these reforms is to encourage people back into work and to reduce the benefits bill, which are both popular measures. The new bereavement payment, for example, supports younger bereaved spouses for the first time and those who don't have children. But there are those who say that the government is putting its emphasis on workers and ring-fencing pensioners at the expense of future generations. The Morgan family don't want to stay on benefits, but neither will they compromise on family.
I think that my great-grandfather must have wanted a son, that's why I had so many children.
How many?
In between 7 or 10. there was a lot of them.
Would you go that far for a son?
I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know.
I think we might have to win the lottery in that one.
Yeah.